Remember, this is a multi-billion-pound industry. Yet 80% of alternative remedies have never subjected themselves to controlled scientific trials. They depend entirely on subjective word of mouth.
Oh, that feels nice.
Hunches and private feeling, which may be prone to bias or possibly even delusion. The scientific method, by contrast, tests with objective experiment and statistical analysis what is effective and what is not. Individual scientists may or may not be honest, but science, with its safeguards of peer review and repeating experiment, has scrupulous honesty built into it by design. Science replaces private prejudice with publicly verifiable evidence. Untested and unverified, yet desperately seeking credibility, alternative remedies follow in the rich tradition of organized religion and set up intricate belief systems. They substitute real science.
Welcome back to Philippines Uncut. I'm Buddy Cunanan. Tonight's topic is exploring alternative medicine, and with us is still with us is Oscar Sangalang, alternative medicine practitioner. Now, Oscar, that was a very interesting video because we saw another side, naman, another aspect, another point of view on this issue of alternative medicine, and this was the point of view of people who are critical of it. And that speaker actually raised some very good points. He said that alternative medicine is not verified. It's very subjective. It's unregulated, and there is no scientific testing.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about this?
No, I must admit, especially nowadays, there's a proliferation of anything that possess our health, because people are ever getting health conscious, no? And they grab the first thing that they hear about anything without
desperation also.
Yes. And especially also with the supplements that we have, for example, no? One advertisement they would be attracted to that medicine without even proving how effective that medicine is. My point is, really, we have the discernment to check which ones are authentic or not. No? For example, I know for a fact that some hospitals, for example, here in the Philippines, has accepted alternative medicine in their practice. No? For example, St. Luke's Global Hospital in Taguig has incorporated an alternative medicine section so that they can integrate alternative Western medicine together, no? And putting it as integrative medicine. For example, DGH has the Department of Alternative Medicine, wherein they try to practice alternative medicine among their patients. No? And so with other countries, for example, Korea, in Korea, in all hospitals, alternative medicine is already integral in its practice. No? So I think there are alternative medicine practices that are not verified, that are not tested. But there are some that are really effective, and its efficacy has been tested.
Yes. Interesting point you said about how Western medicine is now incorporating alternative medicine in many ways. Yeah. Do you see this trend increasing, that more and more Western medical practitioners are adopting, rather than saying, okay, alternative medicine, that's crazy, it's witchcraft, that's gobbledygook, but are recognizing that there are certain aspects of alternative medicine that really have basis.
Yeah, I think, for example, 20 years ago, there has been a debate between alternative and Western medicine, that which one is better, which one is. But now the gap is being closed by doctors themselves. For example, in the Philippine Advancement for Philippine Advancement for Medicine, there are doctors who are really trying to practice alternative medicine hand in hand with what they have learned. No? So I think the Western medicine group are opening up to these new things.
And I guess also a lot of them are also seeing the futility, and they obviously see the limitations also of Western medicine in many ways. And it also is a paradigm shift. Whereas Western medicine, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I know, Western medicine, the orientation is they put something inside you, to kill something inside you, to, let's say, kill a
Yes.
virus or kill a bacteria or harmful cancer cells. Whereas alternative medicine more focuses on strengthening the body to heal itself.
Not
That-
only that body, because
Yeah.
alternative medicine is the whole person. It's a holistic
It's a holistic approach,
Yeah,
yes,
body,
yes.
mind, and spirit. No?
Yes.
And for example, given 20 people with asthma, a Western doctor would treat it one way. For example, we'll give the same medicine to 20 people, but alternative medicine would treat these 20 people differently.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
And that's the beauty of alternative medicine.
It's a case. It really is also case-to-case basis.
Yes,
Unfortunately, Western medicine sometimes they really lump you into one category. If you're a cancer patient, okay, this is what you do: boom, 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 radiation, chemotherapy, boom, without looking at perhaps looking at each individual as different, and seeing how each one would react, and how each one would react differently to different treatments.
And Western medicine, I saw during the last years, have been sectionalized. For example,
Yes.
there's a doctor for sinus, there's a doctor for
Specialization.
heart.
Yes.
For example, before you have to go to a general practitioner, and that's all. No?
Family doctor.
Yeah. But now, if you go to a general practitioner, he will refer you to internal medicine, he will refer you to a cardiologist.
But some people say that's good because diseases now are so specific, and it's good to get someone who really has studied that specific illness
But
or
it's
body part.
deviating from what alternative medicine do, that it incorporates everything, no? Puts
Yes,
everything
yeah.
in consideration.
And the body is a whole unit, I guess,
Yeah.
and really it's all interconnected. It's very hard to treat one part without involving the
Yeah.
surrounding areas, the
Yes,
surrounding organs.
precisely, yeah.
Okay. Now, we talked about toxins and how toxicity levels are affected by different things, what we eat, what we're exposed to, and how this is leading to illness. What can people do now to detox?
Yeah.
Very important.
Now in the market, there are varied detox programs that they offer. It depends on the cost. It depends on how intricate the program is. No? But for me, what I do is the simplest thing. It's costless and it's effective.
Okay, tell us.
I use virgin coconut oil.
Which is a Philippine product, proudly
Yeah.
Philippine made.
Yeah, virgin coconut oil,
Yeah.
and taking it 60 ml.
Which is the size of maybe a
this
small
big.
medicine bottle,
Yeah.
small bottle cough syrup, sure.
Yeah, and taken with empty stomach, and you stay the whole morning at home because you will expel.
Bowel movement, yeah.
It cleans from the mouth up to the anus, no? And you do it once a year.
Okay, I'm going to hold this up, virgin coconut oil, and this is really something that is good because this is available locally. It's not expensive.
Yes.
It's made here, and this is really something that has been known to have very, very good medicinal quality. And you
Yeah.
said very good for
Detox.
Now, when people buy virgin coconut oil, what should they look for?
Well, two things. They should look for three things actually. They should see that the color of the oil is clear. Usually, if it's yellowish, it's not good. Another is the smell, no? Maybe too pungent smell.
Okay.
And another, the next thing is it must be cold pressed.
Yes.
Because if it passes through a hot temperature, the nutrients are gone.
Okay. Okay. Now, Oscar, how do you, let's say, what is inside virgin coconut oil that makes it so good for the body? That makes it so good for detox?
Well, research says that it contains 50% lauric acid, no? And lauric acid can be compared to the substance mother's milk has. So if it's good for the baby, we can still have that good vitamin or good supplement through
absolutely,
coconut,
and it's from mother's milk that the baby actually builds its immunity. And I've heard that virgin coconut oil is a great antiviral, antibacterial, antiseptic, all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's talk now about diagnosing sicknesses. How can you tell if someone is sick? Or what tools do you use? I mean, a Western trained doctor would use a stethoscope, maybe something
Or
to
blood
look at
exam, X-ray.
Yes, blood exam, blood test, look at your throat, blah blah blah, your tongue. What does an alternative medicine practitioner, in this case, in your case, let's say, use?
I use these tools. No? This is
That looks like a comb.
a comb and a rod.
Okay.
It is a vanadium rod.
All right.
No? I tie, for example, the...
Well, I'll make myself the subject here, so that at least the viewers can see we can see, we can show the viewers
right,
what
the
exactly
left hand.
the left hand, all right?
I'll
What
put
exactly you do.
Rubber
right?
bands at the tip of the fingers.
What is the point of these rubber bands?
The
Oscar?
point is to make the color more visible, because this reacts with the toxins in the hand,
Okay.
and it gives a particular color from pink, red,
Yeah.
gray to dark to black, and it indicates the severity of the sickness. For example,
Is there anything special about that rod you're holding?
yeah, it's a vanadium rod.
What is that?
It's
Explain.
a kind of metal,
Okay.
which when placed in the palm would
Yeah.
give a certain reaction.
Okay. Okay.
For example,
so
this is the heart.
you're applying pressure now to
Yeah.
the inner right portion of my palm. What is it specific?
This
that where
part
you
of
put
the
it?
heart.
Okay.
No? So if it gives up a particular color, it indicates that something is starting in the heart.
Okay. Okay.
It's an indication that
But Oscar, this is so far from my heart. How can you're rubbing this portion of my heart, of my palm, indicate anything that's going on?
in reflexology, the palm has shows some different points for some organs.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
For example, this part indicates the condition of the heart.
So if it's pink.
Yeah, but a normal heart would you check that no reaction?
Yeah. Yeah.
No? So it indicates that something is already starting in the heart.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. Are you talking about my?
Yes,
In my
yes,
case,
yes.
something is starting in my
Yeah,
heart.
yeah, yeah. But it's not that area of concern yet.
Okay.
No?
Okay. Okay.
But something
Okay.
that starting.
Okay.
no?
Okay. 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 Now, okay. This other portion. What is this?
This is
supposed
the
to
blood
tell you?
pressure.
Blood pressure.
Yeah. And see.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Relax.
Oh, okay. I'm relaxed. okay.
This is part of the spine,
Okay,
for example.
Okay.
You see that there's also a
There's
reaction.
red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you rub any portion of your body with any pressure, won't it
No,
turn red?
for example,
Oh yeah. There's
Yeah.
definitely a distinct red color right in the middle. What does that mean? Is there something wrong with my
So-
spine?
yeah, some point in the spine, maybe at the lumbar or thoracic 11 or 12,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
is, maybe it was an accident or something that's happened in the past, which has physically healed.
Yeah.
But every time that you're tired, you're sick,
I do actually experience a little lower back pain every
Yeah.
now and then. Yeah.
every time that you have to make an important decision in your life, this pain comes out.
Yes. That's what I always tell my masseuse. Okay, so this portion.
This is the shoulder, the frozen
Okay.
shoulder. You see, it's another gives up another color.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes. And these colors can range from what, Oscar?
From pink, red, dark red, light gray, gray to black. And black indicates that this is a full-blown disease, for example.
Okay.
Yeah. For
So
example,
far in my palm, no black color.
no,
nothing.
nothing.
So
Yeah, it's
based
still,
on my palm, Oscar, what is your diet? What is your assessment of my?
you're very healthy.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you're very healthy. But
All right.
this
Okay.
also the pancreas, no?
Okay. So
Indicates-
pancreas is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I already seen through the eyes that you have predisposed for diabetes, no?
Well, can I say it on air? Well, predisposed. There are indications, but not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the beauty in this diagnosis is that
Yeah.
it's preventive in nature.
And
Anything that-
non-invasive. You don't
Yes.
open anything up. You
Yeah.
don't inject or.
Before anything becomes a blown up big thing, you can already address all these things now.
My fingers are actually starting to turn purple. Maybe we can remove the bands.
Yeah.
Now, how effective is this in? Okay, so how effective is this method, Oscar, in finding out illnesses and sicknesses? Is this
As I told you earlier,
okay?
I wanted to.
What is with the comb now?
I'm just activating all the nerves
Okay.
so that it will be back to normal.
Okay. Oh, okay, good. Because I started to lose sensation in my palm there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how effective is this procedure?
I told you I had this dilemma of finding defects here, but no way to validate. So I studied the eyes, I studied the ears, I studied the nails to validate these findings that I get. No? So if I see something in the palm and check the eyes and check the face and check the fingernails to validate the findings that I had.
Wait, you could actually, by looking at someone, you can tell if that person is is sick or what the state of the person's health is.
Yeah,
How?
I can see the predisposition. For example, I studied the physiognomy of a person, and I see some things that characteristic of a disease, for example.
What are the telltales? I mean, where do you look exactly? Do you look at the eyes,
The whole face.
Okay.
And most of the time, the ears.
The ears.
The ears, yeah. The ears indicates the traumatic events that one has in life, for example.
How?
And
How do your ears show that? How?
for example, in my case, I have a 4 and a 12 years old
okay.
years that I
Well,
had.
yeah, I used to get boxed here a lot, so maybe that has something to do with it.
And not to everybody that I see, but to some particular person, it's very obvious. No? And for example, I had a client. I asked her, "What happened when you were 4?" And this lady started to cry, and she said, "Yeah, something happened." Said that my mother gave birth to my next brother after 4 years. And I have this problem of jealousy, that I've been jealous that now I'm not the center of attraction anymore. And I've carried that all this, up to now that she's 23 years old. No? And I told her, yeah, you've been going back to it subconsciously to the period where you were 4.
Yeah.
He said, it's good that somebody told you that you have to forget it and make to move on. No?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So.
And the mother of this this lady, she's a doctor. And when I was telling her,
She couldn't believe that you had all this information.
yeah, because she's a pediatrician.
Yeah.
She works with babies, and she said, I could not, wasn't able to cure my child out of this predicament, no?
Yeah. No.
But you just seeing her, you would be able to see what happened to her when she was
I
4.
think it really is a touch, no, a gift, because I could look at you for hours and I wouldn't know what's going on. No, Oscar, how about these other wooden things here? What are these things?
This to be able to reach the muscle part. No? For example, there are hard muscle which is very hard to reach,
Yeah.
and the muscles work layers by layers. No? So if you want to go to a deeper layer, you use
So
also
hence,
this. Yeah.
the bigger one,
Yeah.
it's for more pressure, obviously,
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
Now, to summarize, Oscar, what can people do to get healthier? I mean, we're surrounded by all these free radicals, all these stresses, pollution, yadida. What can people do, in a nutshell, to be healthier, to live longer?
Well, as I've said, detox is very important. If you do it once a year, you'll get rid of the toxins that you have in your body.
Can you do it more than once a year? Let's say.
No, it's not advisable.
Okay.
It's not advisable.
Because some people might say, oh, once a year, maybe it's better if I do it 3 times a year.
Yeah. And another important thing is the sleep. No? That's very important. For example, if you just try a month of doing these sleep patterns, you see that health will improve a lot.
What is your advice for people working in call centers who have to work graveyard shift and they spend the next day
Better
sleeping?
look for another job. Because you cannot recompensate that sleep
Oh.
by sleeping 12 hours during the day.
Yes. No wonder people who do that, let's say they sleep 10, 12 hours, they still feel knocked out
Yeah.
regardless, no?
In the brewery where I work for 13 years in the graveyard shift. And I wish maybe if they pay me thrice or I would not accept it because maybe I would be healthier now had I not work in the graveyard shift. For example, another important factor is water.
Yes, yes.
No?
How much water should one drink every day?
12 to 14 glasses a day. No?
Talk about
Taken
maybe
in
3,
small
4 liters. Yeah.
taken in small amounts because people would just gulp 2 or 3 glasses. That will not work.
Finally, how important is the psychological aspect of all this? The psychological aspect, the approach to life, that sort of thing. How is it?
We know that to every disease there's a mental equivalent. For example, for diabetes, it's the longing for sweet things in life. No? If you have that constant longing, sweet longing for, and you're deprived of it, diabetes will seep in.
Yes, yes, yes.
For example, for cancer, it is the regrets that you keep in your heart.
Okay.
No, that one eats the cells. No?
Regret.
Yeah,
Okay,
regrets.
so
no?
regret is usually a waste
Anger,
of time.
regrets, and all these diseases have their equivalent mental states. No?
Oscar, we've run out of time, but quickly before we go, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, you can make an appointment, house calls. My number is 0916-640-8654. And I do house calls. The usual, no, it lasts 1 hour and 40 minutes. No?
Excellent. And they can find you on Facebook as well.
Yeah,
Oscar
Facebook as well.
Sangalang. There are many. I looked.
Yeah.
Okay. Oscar, thank you
Yeah,
very much.
thank you, buddy.
And let's keep abreast and let's keep on top of this issue because it's very interesting, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers are also very interested in alternative medicine now they've heard from you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So, guys, that's all for this week. I hope you learned a lot about alternative medicine. I sure have. Join us again this week here in the show where we talk about what matters to you because you matter the most. Let's see you next week. Galing.
Yeah.
No, pero